Good afternoon and welcome to Wednesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Folks, we have a lot going on. It's, 11:14 in the morning, and the VIX has been all over the place, from Mnuchin saying, hey, we're easing, looking like we're good with autos with Mexico and Canada, and, the negotiations aren't broken down with China. I'm going to get on a plane eventually. No date, no time, no nothing, just kind of a little bit of a Rodney King, can't we all just get along attitude here. Things are not good, folks. This is going to get uglier. And the main place it's going to get uglier first is the Arabian Gulf. This headline says it all right here, and I'll give you the answer at the end of it. Is the market too complacent about soaring Iran tensions? Yes. This is not. If anybody listening to this video thinks that Donald Trump's going to sit at a table across from Ayatollah, whatever his name is, and declare peace in our time, you're an idiot. The guy in North Korea at least loves himself. He doesn't want to get vaporized. That's why he came to the negotiating table. We had 3 carrier strike groups that October off of his coast. We had Joint Strike Fighters, Global Hawks, flying over North Korea, targeting that guy. That's why he came to the table. These dudes in Iran don't care. And this, our quote-unquote top ally just made things a lot worse. The top British commander in rare public dispute with the U.S. over Iran intelligence. Now, a lot of people wearing tinfoil hats with black helicopters flying around their house think that the United States attacked those Saudi oil tankers the other day in a false flag attack. These are the same people that believe Donald Trump is a Soviet puppet and all sorts of stuff. So they believe in theories that are known to be untrue, but of course they're going to think that the United States is attacking Saudi oil tankers to start a war with Iran. Doesn't matter, folks, who starts what. This is going to come to a head. Donald Trump ain't no Barack Hussein Obama. He ain't flying billions of dollars on unmarked airplanes in the middle of the night to kiss the mullahs' asses. A fight's coming, folks, and if you're not hedged for something like this, if you're not long volatility or short the market, you got something wrong. There's a lot of bad going on. So this British commander came out and said, you know what, there really hasn't been an increased threat from Iranian-backed forces in Iraq and Syria. I don't know who Army Major General Christopher Geeka is, but he's an idiot. The Supreme Allied Commander of the Republican Guard said, we will target the Abraham Lincoln Battle Group. It's no longer a threat, it's a target. We're going to sink a U.S. aircraft carrier. Maybe if you threw a couple into the fight there, Brit, you'd give a shit. But guess what CENTCOM did hours later? CENTCOM, in a rare public rebuke, said, hey, the recent comments from OIR's deputy commander run counter to the identified credible threats available to intelligence from U.S. and allies regarding Iranian-backed forces in the region. So this dude comes out trying to give a little bit of a public smackdown, and then CENTCOM came out and put that dude in the corner. I don't know how this guy even walks into one of our joint operations centers. He just got publicly smacked down. Put this in a little box. It's going to get worse before it gets better, folks. Peace ain't breaking out in the Arabian Gulf. They've been fighting each other, the Saudis, the Iranian, the Shia, and the Sunni for since the beginning of time, and they ain't going to stop. And this president's not going to put up with it. So, going to get a lot uglier, folks. How about the president? The president yesterday, a Fed rate cut would clinch victory in a trade war with China. 5.5 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen, yours truly put out intelligence that said what? I believe that the president is pounding on Jerome Powell and the Fed to cut rates and to pump more liquidity in the markets via QE, quantitative easing. Why? Because he's going to walk away from a trade deal with China, or he's going to use that, at least the threat of walking away, as his put, right? What did he say yesterday? He said exactly what I predicted, folks. Now, who's the bad guy in all of this? It ain't Donald Trump. The bad guy in this market implosion here ain't Donald Trump. It's the evil red Chinese. And who? Jerome Powell. This guy can stand in front of the American people and spin a yarn that says, folks, the market's down because the Fed won't cut interest rates or pump liquidity into the market. Look what they did for 8 years under Barack Hussein Obama. Hell, if I had Obama's near zero interest rates or $85 billion a month being pumped into this market, we would destroy China in a trade war. Not my fault, folks. Holy crap. We predicted this. He's doing it. I love it. We're having a great time here at Top Gun Options Trading this. How about this? Friedman and Bannon. Two people who years ago, if you said would ever be on a stage and be in agreement, I would have laughed you out of my room. Bannon, former big heavy advisor to the president, there's no chance Trump's going to back down on a trade war with China. Now, I get he might be playing some sort of bad cop role. I really don't think everybody's that smart to coordinate this. But every president before Trump, Clinton, Bush, Obama, have all blinked. Trump didn't blink, and he won't. So this is going to get a lot more serious. I get the Dow turned a little positive on maybe some potential nice words. This is going minute by minute, hour by hour. Do not buy any of these dips, folks. We are heading lower. I get the VIX kind of gap down on, hey, everything's good again. It's not good, folks. As we've talked about recently, volatility is going to stay elevated. You see how we had this freak out? Oh, it spiked, it came in. It spiked, it's coming in. It's going to spike again. Donald Trump is not going to fold his cards with this trade war. And obviously, as we've been talking a lot, the nuclear option that China has to really come after us is what? To get rid of our debt. They are tied with Japan as the number one foreign holders of U.S. debt. What if Xi picks up the phone and says, you know what, give us our money back? And Apple, get out of China. And, oh, by the way, MGM and Wynn and all you other American casinos that have properties here in Macau, they're all closed, or we're seizing them. A lot of stuff could go wrong here, folks, and a lot of stuff can get uglier. But check out, both of us are a little bloody today. Take a look at the macroeconomic data that came out. Look at our core retail sales. The consumer had been strong of late. Flashing a little red there, folks. Look at what happened last night. Fixed asset investment, industrial production, retail sales over in China imploded. So it feels like we got Apollo Creed and Rocky beating the hell out of each other. We're both starting to get a little bit bloodied. Cap rate, look at that. Industrial production, not good, man. Not good at all. Actually, let me refresh this because the NAHB housing. Let's see how housing did. Cap rate. Yeah, okay. Housing, the National Association of Home Builders Index came out a little bit bullish. So obviously China's economy was losing steam even before Trump's new tariffs. Trump was getting on the bully pulpit yesterday, kind of laughing about how the PBOC, the People's Bank of China, is going to have to do their own form of QE and prop up their stock market. And then the guy runs out there and says our Fed should do the same thing. Folks, there's a lot of craziness going on. We have a weekly options trade, a bull put spread on VXX, and that's a hold. It's been all over the place. Right now it's down about $1,300. This is a hold until Friday. Oops, that's Raytheon. This is a hold until Friday. We have a bull put spread, the 30 and a half. We're one tweet away from, hey man, deal, no deal. This is going to be a dogfight all week. So I would be taking quick strike profits. I actually closed some short Amazon calls that I had on that I did Monday for about $1,300, the 1850s. Those things were up over $1,000. I just closed those out. So if you're in the solo Amazon service and you did those 1850s like I did, take the profits and run. I'm going to probably put some new 1850s on. Let's take a look at Amazon here. Got all. I took profits, got out of it. I might put on some 1975s or something like that. We have accelerated retirement today at 1 o'clock. Maybe I will brief those. So, hey, folks, if you're in solo Amazon, you're missing out on all of our other live trade briefs. Do me a favor, everybody, not just my current members, but everybody needs to head to here, go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That means full throttle. Monday night at 7 p.m., I'm going to do a welcome aboard brief to anybody who's new to Top Gun Options, and then you're going to get access to 3 live trade briefs next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're going to close the doors Wednesday for our next group of full throttle folks. Full throttle is access to all of our live trading here at Top Gun Options, along with 8 training sessions. If you don't know what a call or a put is, great. Welcome aboard. If you're a Jedi Master, you need some additional training. So join or at least register for Full Throttle. Even if you can't attend the sessions, the schedule's on this page here. Even if you can't attend, register because I'll give you access to the replays. And just for registering, I'll give you access to about $100 worth of manuals. Our 7-step trade plan, you must be familiar with this and review it before our first brief on Tuesday, and also our OPCL, our options bucket checklist, because we are going to talk about Amazon. We're going going to talk about Warren Buffett a couple weeks ago saying, hey, man, I'm an idiot for not investing in Amazon sooner. Hey, Warren, we've been doing that for 10 years at TGO. Glad you think we're pretty smart for doing what we did here. And we're going to talk about the soft economic data and how to dogfight and win in this trade war against China. Remember, we're looking at no man's land, trench warfare here. 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. The market doesn't like hanging out in between these moving averages. They tend to act as magnets. That big sell-off yesterday, we got a dead cat bounce yesterday, rip your face off implosion Monday, dead cat bounce yesterday. That was not a relief recovery. That was and then the Dow being up 60 points right now is nothing. We're heading lower. The next stop is the 200-day moving average. If we didn't rally based on quote unquote some positive comments out of Mnuchin and stuff like that, we're heading lower. I think the market really needs to digest what's going on in the Middle East, and I also think they need to digest what one of Trump's biggest advisors said, which is this dude ain't going to back down in a trade war. The whole front page of the Drudge Report, the whole top third of the Drudge Report yesterday was all about China, and how the president and China is not going to back down. I mean, China said what? We are going to we're going to war. We're going to what they say, a people's war. We will have a people's war. The greedy and arrogant Donald Trump we will not back down to. So if you're going to be a buyer here based on that language, you're an idiot. This market is going lower. Volatility is going higher. Guarantee it. Join me next week starting Monday night. This is all free, folks. Monday night at 7 for a welcome aboard brief, and then live trading the rest of the week. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT, and I'll teach you how to take your portfolio supersonic. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. I'll see my accelerated retirement members at 1 o'clock. God bless. Happy hunting. Make sure you